Morning. Here we are, Thursday, December 14th, 2023. I'm Larissa. This is my video diary. Oh my God. So, yesterday, it was a quiet day around the gallery. I had a few of my furry friends come visit me. There's this one little dog, Rocky. He's so funny. He's so funny. Little white dog, little black nose, and he's just so happy. He's still a puppy. He's like his daddy Joseph said he's 3. He said he's like 3 years old, so he's still technically a puppy. He's so funny because it was cold out, or cooler out, so I had the door cracked so that my heat would stay in. He sticks his little nose. He takes his little nose. He sticks his little nose in the door. And does this real gentle like until I see him, until I say Rocky, and then he pushes his head in and he comes running in. He's all excited and oh my goodness. Sweet little dog. Such a sweet little dog. And his daddy laughs. He's like, "Oh my goodness, Rocky." So silly. He's so silly. There's another little dog that does something similar to Nina. She's an older dog, also a tiny little white dog with a little black nose, but she's older. She's like 17. And her mommy's always just like, "Oh my goodness." So yeah, door cracked and she'll stick her little nose in. She gets all. I'm like, Tanina. And Tanina's got her big brother Teddy. So Tina and Tanina and Teddy, and Teddy's gigantic. Teddy's this big fur ball. I mean, big dog, like Brody size, big dog. And Tanina's like size of Sassy Lass. It's maybe even smaller. It's about the same size as Sassy Lass. But her mommy says she she's an old lady, but she gets to the end of the block here and she starts running to see you. I just love them. I just love them. I do. I love the babies. I love them so much. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway. Mm. Ooh, I had a nice pop crack there in my chest. That was nice. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Anyway, I finished that necklace, the creepy baby necklace that I made. Oh, it's super creepy. Necklace and earrings. Yeah. I'm not going to keep it for me, though I do love it. I don't know. I might wear it. I might start wearing it. Just be like, see what people say about it. Because babies, they are. They're like, eh. I love it. I love it. And then, so it's like, it's the pearls and they're knotted. And then in the middle, it goes baby pearl, baby pearl, baby pearl, baby pearl, right? Um, and then on either side of where the section with the babies is, I have black onyx skulls. It's like, yeah. But yeah, the knots, the black silk knots really look like scabs. They do. They look totally scabby. It's awesome. They're scabby, scabby. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the new bullion wire I got is much better. It's a bigger size, so it's like a lot easier to use. Bullion wire that I had, it was just so, so, so fine. I don't know, like, ugh. When I bought that bullion wire, I bought it at Global Beads, which is no longer open, and it was the only bullion wire that they had. The only silver bullion wire that they had. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. So today, we had leftovers for dinner last night. We'll have leftovers again because there's still leftovers in the fridge, and there's too many leftovers for me to be cooking something else. So what's in there needs to be finished before I cook anything else. But I've been thinking about Christmas and what I'm gonna do for Christmas for dinner. And Omar's thing was pierogies, so I'm gonna make pierogies. Um, and I was thinking I might get him a pork chop to go with his pierogies instead of just sausages. Right? Like I might get him a pork chop. And then I don't know what I'll have with mine. I don't know. Well, I have with my pierogies. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll make maybe I'll make egg salad. Maybe I'll make a bunch of deviled eggs. I usually make pierogies at Easter, and so there's usually eggs, right? Um, I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll make him ham," but, like, it's a lot of ham, like, you don't just make a couple slices of ham, right? I can make him 1 or 2 pork chops to have, um, but if I make him a ham, that's a lot of ham. Although I think we're having a dinner guest for Christmas, so I could do, like I could buy a quarter ham, right? Quarter of a pig butt cheek, quarter of a or it's yeah, it's the thigh and butt cheek. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I was thinking I was gonna do for Christmas. If I did pork chops, which is this is really why I was thinking pork. If I did pork chops, then I could do a like either a fake burger or a fake chicken patty for me, a cutlet, and then I can make mushroom gravy to go on it. And then instead of doing mushroom pierogies, do the potato. I'll do the potato and sauerkraut pierogies, and then his basically like katsu, right? Like I could get myself portobello mushrooms and do a portobello mushroom katsu, but then it would be kind of like redundant to do. I could do tofu katsu. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Okay, so I'll do mushroom, or excuse me, I'll do potato sauerkraut pierogies with mushroom gravy for to go over um, breaded pork cutlet and tofu cutlet for me. And then um, I'll make, I don't know, a nice salad or maybe some steamed broccoli. Nice salad. Do a nice salad. Do a real nice salad to go with that. Yeah. And then have pickles and stuff. Have a relish tray, pickles and olives and nuts and fruit and cheese. Yeah. Actually, that's Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we just do leftovers. Christmas Day is just like lazing around, eating leftovers and doing nothing. Right? It's Christmas Day. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah. I need to get a bottle of wine to go with Christmas dinner. So now that I've worked out what I'm going to do for the entire meal, I can in earnest start considering wine. So I went to Cinnabar the other day and I got a couple bottles of their incantation, which is their light white that they do, which that would be fine with those cutlets and with pierogies. That would be fine. But I could also do a red though with it, right? I think the white would be better with the relish tray. That white would be would be good with the relish tray, and then I could do a heavier red. So I bought a bottle of their Tempranillo, which is nice, and but I've opened it already, and then I got a bottle of their Petite Verdot. Now that Petite Verdot might be a little bit much, to go with the mushroom gravy and the cutlets and um, the pierogies. I think it might be a bit much. Maybe something a little jammier. There was a wine shop in Alameda when we were living in Oakland. There was this wine shop that was right on. It was inside this little co-op grocery store. Um, and it was the best wine shop. It really, really was. It was the best wine shop. They had some of the most interesting things. But there was a Macedonian wine, and that's what I'm tasting in my mouth when I'm thinking about this. It was a Macedonian wine, and it was jammy and earthy at the same time. It was really unusual. It was really unusual. I tasted it because they used to have tastings on was it Wednesdays and Saturdays? If you went into the store between 3:30 and 6, or 3:30 and 5 or something, there were little vendors inside the co-op, right? There was the butcher, there was the wine, they had a like a kitchenware, and then there was the main grocery shop, and then there was a bakery, and there was sushi takeout, and there was another takeout in there too. It was sandwiches. Yeah, there was a sandwich. No, sandwiches was the bakery. There were two. There was a sushi place and oh, it was like prepared salads and things. And not greens. They had green salads, but it was like grain salads and things like egg salads and like deli salads kind of thing. It was a nice little market. The grocery part wasn't the best, but the rest of it anyway. But it was the best. It was the best little wine shop that was in there. Um, and they also had cheeses and honey and a couple other things like that. But anyway, I tasted it before I bought it because I was like, is it Macedonia? I was like, oh, Macedonian wine. I've never had Macedonian wine before. And I said, what does that taste like? What does that earth taste like? It was really good. It was really, really good. And I remember saying to the guy, it was two guys that ran the place. There were more than two guys that worked there. There were a couple other people that worked there too, but it was two guys that ran the place. Um, what was his name? Anyway, said this must be what Mother Teresa's toes tasted like. She was from Macedonia. There'd be a big fight about that. Was she Macedonian? Was she Albanian? Was she Macedonian? Was she Albanian? Oh my God. I think it's pretty widely accepted she was Macedonian. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so like that's the wine I'm tasting in my mouth when I'm thinking about this. There were a couple other ones over there too. They had some Slovenian wine and that was really good. And what was there were a couple other Eastern European countries that he had wine from that and they were very unusual. They were very, very, very unusual. There was a real dry, light red wine that was real minerally. It was really, really interesting. Like if you closed your eyes and somebody told you it was a minerally white, you'd be like, really? It might be. I mean, it was a red, but it was very, very, very interesting. And he told me that it was because of their the process, their specific process in that country. And I can't, because like French wine has their own process. They all have their own. Everybody has their own way of doing things. And this one was really, 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 really good. And the bottle was interesting because it was capped like pop. It had like or like beer, right? The bottle, it was a full size bottle of wine, but it had a cap on it like pop, and it was light. It was real light. It was real nice. It was real easy to drink. It wasn't low alcohol content. It wasn't like a Vino Verde or Lambrusco or anything. It was full alcohol content, like, regular whatever a bottle of wine normally is. But it was light tasting, like, you know. So his shoulder's been hurting, right? And now there's a bruise in it that's like come to the surface, like where in the joint it had been hurting. Like it'd been hurting for a while. You see the bruise? I can't. It's there. You see it? That little bruise. That little bruise. It's like come to the surface. Like it was hurting there for like a long time. That bruise has come to the surface. I don't know. Falling apart. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But yeah, without creepy babies. The creepy babies. Oh, the creepy baby jewelry. Yeah. Anyway, showered last night. So I hear there's a basketball game tonight, huh? I don't know if I'm watching or not. Yeah, I watched the last one. I did. I gave in. I watched it. I purposely didn't say anything about it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I just don't. I feel nonplussed. Nonplussed. Yeah. So yesterday, the stuff that some stuff I ordered has arrived. Some fabric. Although I have to say that the fabric feels lighter than it should. I haven't opened the box yet. It should be a bolt. It doesn't feel like a bolt. So we'll see when I open it. And then some invitations to a private event that I'm having invitations. So I need to get those together. Yeah, I need to put those together. Yeah, because they're formal RSVP. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah. Mm. Mm. So, I guess I should get moving because I got an early appointment. Anyway.